Hey guys, Nick here from S2 Strategic Defense and the S2 Online Academy. Wanted to make a quick video for you guys about force on force. I'm here on a Saturday night doing some training for myself and having some fun. Thought it'd just be a great opportunity since I had all my guns and gear laid out. Some of you guys have already done some force on force training sessions with me. You know kind of what it's all about. Some of you guys have no idea what force on force is and wanted some more information. So in this video, we'll go through what force on force is and go through the guns and gear, and so that way you guys have an understanding of what it is and how it actually works. Force on force is a term that's analogous with reality-based training. Okay, so you might see RBT. The idea is to be able to have a training and testing platform for your defensive firearms. Post 1986 Miami FBI shootout, force on force has really been the light of law enforcement based training. Then it went into the military side in small doses, has come into the civilian side of things. Now with concealed carry being available in all 50 states, force on force training is really important. The problem with it is that people either get scared because they think it's gonna hurt, which it does, or you have instructors who don't take the proper safety precautions, don't buy the right equipment, don't buy the gear, just trying to make a quick buck. And people get hurt as a result of that. And we don't want either one of those things, right? We want to make sure that everybody has a great experience, learns something from it, sees what they do well, what they don't do well, make corrections, and be prepared to be able to utilize your firearm if that situation unfortunately ever happens. This is really, really important because you can go to a bunch of classes and do live fire stuff on target. You can do a bunch of high-speed stuff, in and out of cars, in and out of buildings, room entry, all of your carbine to pistol transitions, and a bunch of stuff, but you have no way of testing that. You don't know if it's gonna work for you because you can't place rounds on a live human being. Force on force allows us to do that. And the bad guy can place rounds on us as well, depending on the training platform. I don't use this too much in the civilian side of things. This is my AR platform for force on force. I am planning on doing some home defense stuff. I know a lot of people have abandoned shotguns or using their AR platform as their home defense weapon. And so I'm thinking about doing some different training. We changed out the bolt carrier group. You could see maybe it's a blue bolt carrier group, which is the conversion kit to make any AR platform into a force on force gun. We couple that with a regular PMAG that you would find or utilize for your live fire AR stuff. So everything's the same. The real nice part about this is you get to use your gun. So if you have optics, lights, slings, that kind of stuff, everything's yours except for the bolt carrier group. And that makes it really fun because you're not running my gun, you're running your gun. So that's the AR platform. We also have the pistol side of things. Now, a lot of people elect to use the conversion kits because Glock doesn't allow you to have direct purchase from them. So you can buy these things online. They're big money to have them, or you can buy the conversion kit, which is also big money. I don't like the conversion kits. For me, they have not run well, they've not run consistent. So we have a working relationship directly with Glock, which gives me access to be able to buy the Glock 17T directly from them. This is a Glock 17T. You can see it's Smurf blue. You cannot run live ammo through this thing, although the gun is identical to a Glock 17. So we can kind of see this. I know this is inappropriate, but I'm gonna point this towards the camera so that way you can see the end of the barrel of the Glock 17T. And what you'll see is a smaller hole, okay? Which is perfect for the marking projectile, but you can't put a real 9mm through that. So that's one of the safety features in going to a 17T. Let's take a look at some of the safety gear that you need to have for force on force. Now, I gotta tell you, I've been watching people's force on force training on YouTube or on Facebook or on Instagram, and it makes my stomach hurt because you have these low-end instructors with bad tactics who completely disrespect the fact that these things hurt and can injure or possibly even kill somebody if they don't wear the safety protocol. That's the first thing you guys should look at when you go to a force on force training session is what the safety protocol is. There's 4 main pieces of gear that you have to have, period. No questions about it. First piece of gear is the face mask, okay? I went through a bunch of different face masks. I had a problem with the face shield fogging up on most of them. I finally found ones that they weren't fogging up. They're durable, they're light, they're pretty comfortable. You can wear these for an extended period of time. You can breathe out of them well, and they're certified for this particular type of training. So the face mask is one part. Underneath the face mask, you're gonna wear a balaclava, okay? And the balaclava is also padded, so the face mask covers up to the forehead, the balaclava covers the rest. You can also get face masks that have a lid on them. They limit a little bit of visibility, but they cover the head. If that's the case, you don't always need to have a balaclava, although I still like it just in case. Is the throat guard, okay? Again, all this stuff is certified for this kind of training. Really simple, Velcros on, goes right over the throat to help protect the soft target of the throat area, and must have. And then the last piece of gear that you're gonna need to have is the groin protection. Now, some people have like the pants or the shorts that fit over your pants. Perfectly okay with that. They're padded as well. They also protect the quads. They protect the back of the legs. It just depends on which ones you get, but the groin area is really what I'm concerned with, and you have to have groin protection. So you have 4 main pieces of safety gear that you have to have, period. The face, the head, the throat, and the groin. Have to have that kind of safety equipment. And then the last thing that you guys really need to take a look at is accessories like holsters and lights and that kind of thing. Again, on the AR platform, I let you guys run your guns. I just put in the bolt carrier group, which is really cool to see. For the pistols, I use my friends over at Black Rhino Concealment hooked me up with the holsters for the Glock 17T. These things have been a life save. I love the Black Rhino holsters. If you guys have watched my review on the Black Rhino stuff, all of my holsters in training apparatus or on my live fire concealed carry stuff is always Black Rhino. All right guys, so now you have a quick field trip through all of the Force on Force training platform and gear. You get to see how the guns work. You got to see the safety gear, the 4 main pieces that you have to have. You get to see how the AR platform works. You get to see the Glock 17T. You saw the ammo. Everything's out here, okay? And I really encourage you guys to pay attention to what your training's like. Again, you can go to a bunch of tactical classes, advanced pistols classes, room entry classes. All that stuff is good. You should do that. They teach you great manipulations. The more you train, the better you're gonna be, just like anything. But you have to do Force on Force because learning content is one thing. Testing content is another. And when you test it, that's when you get to see what works for you, what you did well, and then what didn't work for you, what didn't you do well, and then make improvements. Also, you get to have that heart racing at 100 miles an hour and deal with the stress. The more times you hit that threshold, the more familiar you become with it, the less it will impair your dexterity when you're manipulating the firearm. That's really important, okay? If you guys are into concealed carry, self-defense, Second Amendment, all that stuff, then you have to do Force on Force training. I offer Force on Force training as an introductory type of thing. I also do private lessons with law enforcement or private groups or security groups who can't have Force on Force or can't afford it. I'm happy to bring my gear out there and arrange that for you. So if you have any questions or would like to arrange Force on Force training for yourself, for a group, by all means, please contact me at s2strategic.com. All right, guys, have fun, be safe, be well, and I'll see you guys in the next one.